I like to creep around my home and act like a goblin. Guys, it's your girl and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reading Reddit stories. Reddit is a place where I go to when I just want to laugh, or maybe I just want to feel better about myself. Like, it could be in the middle of the night, I think of something embarrassing that happened to me in middle school, and I could be like, Reddit. But today we are going to be reading Reddit confessionals. I don't know how this is gonna work because it's my first time doing stuff like this, but I will try my hardest not to judge or do other stuff. But before we get started with this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and I got this video idea from Coreezy and Deb. Make sure you go check their channels out. Yeah, let's get started. When I was in 6th grade, a boy asked me out over text and I said yes as a joke. The next day, I dumped him so hard in front of the entire school. His friends made fun of him so bad, he cried. You're evil. The fact that you said yes, but you didn't actually mean it, and you made him cry, you're a villain. What? You're a villain for that. Like, you're actually a villain. Because what do you mean you said yes on purpose and then you dumped him the next day? I will give you sympathy because you were in 6th grade, but just know you're a villain. Y'all, this next one is actually like kind of crazy. Like, just reading the title just gives me goosebumps. But yeah, I told my therapist I had a foot fetish because of something that happened to me when I was a child, and then she stopped wearing shoes and socks in our session. What? 3 months later, her husband calls me and tells me he's going to kill me. No.
They ask you how you
911, what's your emergency?
fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
On a serious note, you need to call the police and you need to tell a family member. Like, what do you mean I came for therapy to seek comfort just to be threatened to be killed because I had a foot fetish? Yeah, no. I like to creep around my home and act like a goblin. No. I don't know why, but I just enjoy doing this. Maybe it's the way of dealing with stress or something, but I do it once every week. Generally, I'll carry around a sack and creep around in a sort of crunch walking position, making goblin noises.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Baby, no, you should not be doing that. Even if it comes to stress, I feel like maybe we should consider hiring a therapist. Have you ever thought about that? Because what do you mean you carry a sack and you also make noises? No. Then I'll be walking around my house and pick up various different trinkets and put them in a bag while saying stuff like, I'll be having that, and I'm laughing manically in my goblin voice. Trinkets can include anything from stuff I found on ground to cutlery or other utensils. The other day I was walking with my neighbor and then they mentioned hearing noises like that. I wrote about and I was just intentionally screaming the entire conversation. I'm 99% sure they don't know it's me, but God, that chance is seriously weighing on my mind. Your neighbors can hear you. I think it's time for you to leave. I think it's time for you to move. Because what do you mean your neighbors can hear? How loud are you to mean your neighbors can hear you bark and make noises? I'm at the a-hole for asking my girlfriend to leave the house for 6 to 7 hours a day. My question is, why are we letting our girlfriends leave the house for that much time a day? Why? And don't even talk about the 6-7 reference. It's 2026. I, a 24 male, am Canadian. I've been in the US for 10 months, where I have been living with my American girlfriends, 25 female, for 7 of them. My time in the US is almost up and I'm stressing about having to return to Canada. For one, my family is reliant on me to make money to support my grandma and pay for her medical support. I also want to earn enough money to give my girlfriend. She deserves the world. Because I have so many side hustles going on to earn money, I admit don't spend time a lot with my girlfriend, but I've always been open with her that I'm not able to give her a lot of attention right now, even though I love her more than anything. That's really sweet. Like, I don't even, that's sweet. That's sweet. But my question still remains the same. Why are we asking our girlfriends to leave the house? That's my question, honestly. I've been living with my roommate for 3 years, and I think I'm the responsible one. My roommates for 3 years, they always called me the responsible one because I paid rent on time, I kept things clean, but the truth is I stole from them the whole entire time. I take cash from the wallet when they were out. I used their debit cards for small online purchases that would not stand out. I even took their gift cards and expensive makeup. They never suspect me because I acted so normal around them. Now I have moved out and I live with my sister because our parents divorced and I don't want to take care of her. I look back and feel sick about what I did. Those girls trusted me and I betrayed them. Every day I regret deeply. I wish I could apologize, but I know it's too late. Are we still? I would be damned if I've been calling somebody responsible or the mom in the group just for me to realize they've been stealing out of my money, out of my credit card. Honestly, I feel like, why didn't you just tell them that you couldn't pay on time? I feel like if they're your roommate, they could help you. Why didn't you just tell them? But no, you had to steal from them. Right. I killed my friend. Gosh. Yo, I'm not even joking. This is literally the first thing I saw. I killed my friend. When I, female 21, was 5 years old, I accidentally killed my friend as we were playing. How do you accidentally kill somebody? That's my problem. Like, are you running and then grab a knife and jump them or something? How do you? My mind just can't figure out some of these stories out. We were jumping on the trampoline together. She was jumping very high and then she landed. I playfully pushed her. I didn't think it was dangerous at all. She lost her balance and fell badly, landing on her neck. I got scared and started crying, and I ran to tell my parents what happened. At that time, I didn't understand how serious this accident was. I thought she would recover. However, a few days later, I found that she didn't survive. I was very young and I didn't fully understand the consequence of my actions. Nowadays, I feel deep guilt about what happened. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I see the accident in my mind. I'm glad that therapy exists and that I can get help dealing with these feelings. Honestly, I understand that you were 5 years old, but it's the fact that you were 5 and y'all didn't have a trusted adult. Where was the parents in the situation? Why were they leaving 5-year-olds outside? Why were they leaving 5-year-olds outside for no reason? It's the parents' fault, by the way. My second part is, where did you feel like in your mind that it would be okay to push somebody while they're jumping on a trampoline? Even if you were 5, I just can't. Rest in peace to that friend, and I'm happy that you have therapy. Mind you, some people need therapy. I'm looking at that goblin girl. I'm looking at the goblin girl who walks and make noises like a goblin. I'm looking at you. Sometimes pretend to be busy just to avoid talking to people. Wait, because I do that. Like, I remember the other day, my homeboy wanted to text me and be like, let's FaceTime. I literally made up a lie saying that I was at school. Mind you, it was a Friday and I have winter break. Wait, this is actually like the most realist story I've heard today. Sometimes I pretend to be busy just so I don't have to talk to anyone. It's not like I dislike people. There are just days when my social energy is completely drained and I don't know how to explain that without feeling guilty. This is so real. Like, I feel like everybody does this, and I feel like you don't have to be guilty. Sometimes it's just those days where we just don't want to talk, and that's completely okay. Sometimes it's just the days where we know that when we talk that everybody's gonna start fighting, everybody's gonna start jumping, and that's totally okay. Sometimes we just don't want to breathe or talk, and honestly, I feel like that's nothing to be guilty of, because I feel like everybody has done that in their life, and honestly, same. Comment down below what y'all think about these Reddit stories. Me personally, I feel like the most unhinged one was the goblin one, and the fact that I killed my friend, because I still can't fathom my head around the fact that you, a grown adult, get down on your knees and start making noises to the fact that your neighbors can hear you. yeah, no, I just can't. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more posts like this, make sure you comment down below. And you know, yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a lovely day.